How's it going, guys? So, yeah, I'm gonna do a little base tour of my base, and this one, I put a lot of love into it, but I'm getting a little frustrated with it. I'm at max budget, pretty much, and it's the holiday. I can't even put up really any holiday decorations. I got a couple of Christmas lights up, switched to the vending machines, and it really didn't go anywhere. So I'm thinking of moving it, so I want to go ahead and record this. Just for my own memories, and as well as share it with you guys. Because this is one thing, you know, regardless how you feel about the game, camps can be something that everyone can appreciate. So yeah, from the outside here, I've got a little Christmas tree. You can see the base is actually under a huge electrical tower. And I've been going for kind of like a bunker kind of look. I'm leaning towards Brotherhood of Steel kind of look, but there's not really a lot of stuff yet that you can do that with. Now, if you look, the camp is right here on the map. So closest fast travel is going to be the Haven Church, and then you just kind of head off to this direction there. So that's for the location for you. So I got a couple purifiers out here. I always leave one unlocked for guests, and then these two are locked for myself. We've got our little tamed Yaogwai over here. We just got him. Before this, we had a what are they? Mirelurk, whatever the ones that looks like a lobster is. Hunters, I think. Mirelurk Hunter. We had one for the entirety of the time that we were here. He was a badass. He kept killing everything that was attacking us, and it was really good. And one day he was just come back to the base, and half my base is demolished, and there's some like level 5 guy in here crouching next to my vending machines while my base is being hammered by 2 super mutant overlords. And, of course, my hunter died in that, because the guy just couldn't do anything, and he just kept letting them hammer my base. Oh, anyways, it was a sad day. We lost Mr. Krabs, but hey, you know. So, out here, we've got this Hero of the Great War statue. I'm actually using it to cover up something. So, we'll cover that in a minute. Kind of do a circle around. We've got Santatron out back here, or usually it's the Collectron. Just kind of do a full circle of the base. There we go. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and jump inside. And actually, there we go. I got rid of the HUD to make this a little nicer. So yeah, and here we've got our general crafting area. We've got the pressure plate to work both the opening and closing of this guy, so that critters don't kind of let themselves in. But I've noticed in this spot, they sometimes spawn right here next to the Mr. Fuzzy ride anyways, so that's kind of annoying that creatures can even spawn your base in the first place. But yeah, we've got a stash, we've got our benches, our fusion generator, our bobblehead collection, our vending machines with these new signs. I actually really like these new signs. They're quite cool. We've got a little disco ball normally, and then the Christmas lights I added because that's all they would let me. Again, Brotherhood kind of thing, so we've got the enlist and the American flag. Well, you know, their version of the American flag. Then over here we have our little...
Elves. No, really? I fear for their safety.
He fears for the safety of his elves. Okay. This is kind of like my lobby and like display room. So you've got 2 couches in here. We got the little beta lamp. We got the stuffed Wendigo up there, and then we've got our little mask collection, some toys. I don't know why they're backwards. I guess maybe the display got flipped on me somehow. We got some teddy bear, sloth, and Mr. Fuzzy. Over here we got a robot collection along with the lighthouse, and we'll come back to that door here in a second. We got the rest of our taxidermy hanging out around here. Some magazines, and this is kind of like the little laboratory section. So we got like Deathclaw model, we've got the terminal. Over here we've got like a bunch of, you know, parts of creatures and stuff, the, you know, scorched in the jar and stuff. Really like that. Over here we've got the little, you know, Mothman lamp I thought looked kind of cool over the lab table. And we've got, of course, the chemistry bench, a frog in the jar. And I used to be able to put these things on the different parts of the shelf, but for some reason they kind of glitch out. So I just got the 2 up there. We head upstairs. We've got a little like weapons area, the power armor bench, some barracks, some lockers here, and then we've got kind of like a mini kitchen set up. which is kind of nice. And then most of the times enemies come from this direction over here, so we got one rocket turret set up. These things eat up so much of your budget. It's really tough to not put turrets. We got the Christmas tree set up here, along with the treat bowls, both from Halloween and Nukashine. Got another flag and a banjo out here. And yeah, if we head down, I guess we can go ahead and show. Of course, we got the decontamination arch here as well, with the switch on the wall. We can head down to the bunker. So down here, we've got some of our basic crops growing. They're lit from the top. And then we've got this entire bunker here. And this actually has like a medicine cabinet you can loot and a few other things in it. And this is actually a part of the world and you can build on top of it. Remember why I said I was hiding something under here? And it's, as you can see, it's the way down on this side. I only wanted one way into it. So it was cheaper than the foundation, which is what I used to have there. So it actually saved me a little bit of budget. Nice little tricks like that. It has its own little mini messed up kitchen down here. You get a couple spawns like oil. There's a lunch box and a few other things. There's also a recipe spawn, usually right here. And then over here, there's a couch and an old not working TV. And there's a built-in little light on that side, but not this side. Again, I had this all lit, but the budget was just eaten up. So I had to cut some of the stuff down here. You got your own little wood pile. And then over here, you've got a med box with a spawn. And there's usually a cap stash right here on top of that table right there. So yeah, and there's a chance of like a full bottle of liquor. There's a giddy up buttercup that usually spawns on here along with a couple basketballs. So there's some cool little resources down here, and it's just kind of a neat thing to have. It's cool to kind of have a hidden bunker underneath. Well, you know, it's not super hidden, but yeah, it's just one of the fun things I like doing. So this is what made this base cool, but I think it's about time to move on from this one. There's a few locations I want to build, and I have some creative things in mind, so I think it's time to do that. But I definitely want to go ahead and share this with everyone. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. If you want to see me do this, you know, whenever I make a new base, I'd be happy to. Just leave some comments of support down there, and we'll maybe see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.